Hi there, this is Campbell, and today I am going to talk about the money magic formula. 6 steps to turn your desires into gold. So, step 1. These need to be followed in order. Step 1. Fix your mind. We're going to take a financial goal. Fix your mind on the exact amount of money that you desire and be very definite about it. So that's step 1. So for example, you might think, yeah, I could really do with 20 grand. That would help me out. So fix your mind on 20 grand and keep it there. Just keep it there. Step 2. Determine what you intend to give in return. So, if for example you decided 20 grand, and let's say you are an aromatherapist, for example, and so you might want to decide how much value and how many treatments you're going to need to do to leverage that 20 grand. Step 3. Establish a definite date when you intend to possess the money you desire. So establish a date. It might be like something small. It might be like, I really need £200, to be able to buy my brother that birthday present that he says he wants. So set a date on it. That's important. Set a date. Step 4 in the money magic formula is when you've thought of how much it is and you've gone through these first 3 steps, create a plan and begin at once and take some action immediately. So make sure that you either write it down or you decide that you need to phone somebody. It's important to get in touch with somebody to set this chain of events up. So go about it, do it straight away. Don't let your rational mind come into it. Just bang, go out, do it. So that's step 4. Step 5, write it down. Write it down. Step 5, write it down. So what you need to write down is you want to write out a clear and a concise statement of exactly how much you want, when you want it by, and what you're going to give in return. So it may be a product, it may be a service, that sort of thing. Generally it's going to be a product or a service that you can offer to others to get that value of what your intention is. So step 5, write it down nice and clearly. If you want, I did one the other day and I typed it out on the computer and made it really nice and printed it on a nice piece of colourful board, and I'm planning on getting it laminated as well. So it's kind of like value that goal that you write down. Don't write it on a little scrappy piece of paper that kind of like gets tossed and tumbled around and you forget about it. Write it down and put it, pin it up somewhere prominent. So that's step 5. Step 6 is to say it out aloud twice a day. So, for example, when you wake up in the morning, you want to say what your goal is, what your objective is, and last thing at night before you hit the pillow, you want to basically state it out aloud. And it helps if you bring a level of emotion into it, So if, for example, say I have a fitness goal of getting a 6-pack, for example. So like last thing at night, you want to I can feel it, I can feel how strong I'm going to feel, like how healthy I'll feel, I'll feel more confident, more attractive, that kind of thing. So bring a bit of emotion into your goal, a bit of emotionality into your goal, into your desire. That will help too. So that is step 6 of the Money Magic formula. Or this, it's a Money Magic formula, but it can be used for any goal as well. You know, I've just talked about a fitness goal there. So any goals, this can be applied to any goals, any things that you want to set out achieving in your life. Okay, thanks very much, Dunk Campbell. Cheers. Bye. So remember to place a written copy of your goals or your Money Magic formula where you can see it, so you can read it at night time and in the morning. Read it until you've got it locked in, got it memorized. And remember that you've got to have some faith behind it as well. You've got to have some desire, some faith, and knowing that by you being persistent and being committed to your own objective, that it will be achieved, you know, that you see it as achieved. It's like you visualize it as achieved, and it is just coming towards you, you know. It's already set, it's already done, job's a good one, and you're just drawing it towards yourself. I mean, you may find at the beginning that there'll be some resistance, and you might think it's a bit silly, and you don't, you know, there may be some doubts and everything. But that's okay. You've just got to like push through that and persist, and say your goals in the morning and in the evening, because they're important. They're important for you. You know, they're your goals. So make them important, make them crucial. You know, make them a must, that you must do them. You know, not I might not. Make them. You know, I will, I shall, I have done them. And finally, I'd like to add that with new ideas, often the human brain does then go into like, oh, skepticism, you know, it's very common in all human beings, but just follow the instructions that I've discussed step by step, and soon you will find that if there is any little niggling doubt, any skepticism, that will be replaced with belief. So have some belief in yourself, have belief in your goals, have belief in your dreams. Thanks very much. This is Dunk Campbell and the power of autosuggestion.